Today you're going to watch me work with this little guy. I got called out today because he's reactive on walks and he's aggressive towards people, biting people that come into the house and so on. All of this was fear and stress related, right? So I take the leash. You can already see it in the dog's body language that this is a very uncomfortable scenario for him. The first thing we're going to start with is leash walking. I took the prong off and I'm just going to connect it to a slip lead to start. I really don't need it with him. He's a sensitive boy. All I want to do is build a little bond with his dog so I can work with him, right? I'm there for only a couple hours, so we got to figure out some way to get this dog to be okay with me. Now, good news is this dog is extremely food motivated and we had freeze-dried treats so I can give him some food. At the beginning, if I would reach down, it would stress him out too much, so I just got to toss him the food for the first few reps. Now, I'm going to speed this up here, but you're going to watch how I back up and call him to me. I want him to see, hey, you can walk towards me and walk as close as you want to get, but walking to me brings good things. I'm not going to come into your space and invade your space. So this is just that little variation to the heel exercise. You can actually see his body language change. He starts to perk up a little bit, way more relaxed face, tail is up, sitting not afraid. These are beautiful things, right? And this was just a little game to get him rocking and rolling. Let's go to the next step. We got to work together on our walk, so let's fine-tune this heel game. This dog's already gone through a round of training through a purely positive training group, but he doesn't really have a good reward marker. So we'll spend a lot of time working on yes, so this way I can effectively reward him every time he looks at me when we go on a walk. I need him to start to trust me to take care of the environment. I will reward that eye contact every time. Anytime you're working with a fearful dog, you got to build their confidence. Easiest way to build confidence is take something the dog didn't think he could do, get him to do it, and reward him. Every day I get DMs and comments about how cool our training is because I use a lot of training tools and I'm a balanced approach dog trainer. But at the end of the day, it's all about the dog that is produced. Watch how confident you can get dogs simply by leading them. Now listen.
Stand right on the other side of that trash can.
You got to learn how to use motivation to your advantage, right? You have food, you have toys, you have play, but you also have the human.
Yes,
put them behind and watch what happens.
Very good.
I love this test. So you know I love using box feeding or variations of box feeding in our training program. So we have a small box and we put food in it and the dog was hesitant but would eat food in it. Watch what happens when you put cans in there. You won't touch it, right? Not confident enough yet to grab food out of there. This is where dogs will typically bark, right? They do this if a ball is like slightly out of their reach, but it's